Morning everyone, I hope you're all well. I've been thinking about how every week we cover these crazy items from all over the place, and, moss. And it's all very interesting, but none of it is actually all that useful. That's why this week I've decided that we're going to look at something that I would personally love to have, because quite frankly, it's the most practical piece of equipment I think I've ever seen. Today we're looking at the Omni Tool from Mass Effect. The Omni Tool is a highly advanced device that is typically worn around an individual's wrist and forearm. It incorporates a high-powered computer scanner, holographic projector, communications module, and a whole host of additional functions such as a flashlight and a camera. More advanced functions include a medical gel dispenser and a microfabricator that can break down or construct just about any reasonably sized object in real time. Just think your phone on steroids with a bolted-on 3D printer. In reality, the Omni Tool is nothing more than a module affixed to the arm via a wristband or embedded into armour that projects a hologram over its user's arm that can be interacted with in a variety of ways. Typically, a projection of the desired interface can be summoned with a mere thought, possibly indicating some sort of biotic interaction or cybernetic connectivity. At the very least, it is known that some people have implants surgically introduced into their fingertips to assist with use of the Omni Tools. Possibly this may facilitate some type of haptic feedback, but the details are vague at best. The modules themselves come in a wide range of models, from basic diagnostic or communication tools, which the vast majority of the population seem to have, to extremely high-end models used by the military. The military-grade models often come with the microfabricator, which is able to construct small items from a reservoir of Omnigel, an all-purpose material that can be formed into anything the Omni Tool has a blueprint for. This same function is also able to break down objects into Omnigel in order to replenish its reserves. Not only is the fabricator able to construct useful items, but it's also able to build onto the Omni Tool itself, using its holography as a template to weave what many people refer to as hard-light projections. In actuality though, they are flash-forged semi-transparent silicon carbide constructs that can be used to better interface with the tool or create nigh unbreakable gauntlets and weapons. Although probably one of the least used features, especially before the Reaper War, Omni weapons do seem to interest users the most, chief among them being the many wide and varied designs of Omniblade, which can even be augmented at its tip to carry a heated electrical or kinetic blow. Suffice to say that the Omni Tool is only really limited by the imagination of its user, and has many more functions than can be covered in a short lecture like this. So if you do want more information on the Omni Tool, or its related technology, make sure to leave me a note after class. Clearly its abilities make it possibly the most useful tool ever to be designed, although pretty much everyone in the Mass Effect universe owns and is able to control one to some degree. Just basing it on the sheer impact it would have on society though, much like that of modern mobile phones, the Omni Tool has been given an artifact rating of momentous. Now I'd be lying if I said there wasn't some contention about the Omni Tool's rating, as it's somewhat of a unique piece in the scheme of things, and has even led to calls for an additional rating to be added, but this is still in discussion with the council rating, so forget about it. Speaking of though, I should really brief you all on the rating scale at some point. Anyway, subscribe for your syllabus and help fund this lecture series on Patreon, and feel free to suggest anything you might want a session on. Other than that, just go and have a great week. I'll see you next time.